the Jags get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. First down, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. A spin. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards on the play. And that'll make it third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. They run. This is Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Mariota hands to Henry. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Calais Campbell able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick. But that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now the ball comes loose. A first down carry for Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now and get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you...
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, Bortles. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out-cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, we've got to talk about the ties that we've seen in weeks 1 and 2. Everyone was talking about the Steelers-Browns week 1, Charles, but week 2 we saw another. The game that you had, Vikings and Packers.
Yeah, and do you know something? They tied at 29. You know, it's the first time teams have tied with the score 29-29 in NFL history, so another little oddity that you throw in there. But I think the common characteristic between the Vikings, Packers, and the Steelers, Browns from Week 1, kicking. The kicking game got both games and really affected in a big way. The Browns could have won had a field goal blocked. The Vikings could have won. Their field goal kicker missed 3.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. To throw, it's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put it on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Mariota now from the 50. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is Lewis. And some room to maneuver. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
go. One.
Mariota now on second down. Going underneath for Lewis. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Off the toss, Lewis. He will push his way down to about the 14. Calais Campbell on the stop.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
To throw, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles connecting here with DJ Shark. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, here's Bortles. And this is incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do.
Here we go.
Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Hank. 372.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
372.
Now a play fake. Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Bortles to throw once more. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Brian Orakpo in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Bortles going to go on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 45. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mariota gives to Henry. And some room to run now. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota shakes off the sack. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They try again with Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at their own 21. Bortles now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Benny Logan in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Fournette fighting through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Bortles. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hank.
Bortles to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Morgan in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Following the sack, third and long for Bortles and the Jags. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Bortles. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He'll buy some time right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And on the ground they go with a running back. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Myles Jack there to make the tackle. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Mariota. Forced out to his left. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brent, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now out come the Jags. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Derek Morgan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Looking long for Westbrook. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
372. Move. Lucy.
Now Bortles got to have this one. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. The time to point out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Bortles again. Being chased out left. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Left side, caught by Matthews. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He's going to field this at the 4. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across across the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Lucy.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll look to throw. Sharks got it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Bortles to throw. His throw about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 23 yards on the play. First and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
372. Lucy. Throw left. Hank.
Back to throw, Bortles. The quick slant caught. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.